Remember who the fuck you are. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember who you are. Let's say it that way. I am Hope. I am here to inspire you today. I am a motivational speaker. I am amazing. I am not humble. And I'm here today to tell you to remember who you are. Because when you do not, when you do not, that's when you begin to doubt yourself. That's when you begin to say, I can't do it. That's when you begin to blame others for where you are. When you're able to look directly at where you are and say, this is where I am, but this isn't who I am. Everything led me to this moment. And I can be in this moment and still know that I can change at any moment. This is inspired by myself feeling this. I had to remember who I am. I had to remember that I am chosen. And often, if you do not remember that you are chosen, you do the choosing. You are not asking someone to choose you. You are not waiting for someone to choose you. You are not hoping that someone chooses you because you have chosen yourself. You have chosen yourself. You have been in this life accomplishing amazing things. And you have to remember that. And often we will go through life and look outside of ourselves and hope that people will change us, or hope that people will choose us, or hope that we will get the outcome. No, we are powerful to create what we want. And that's why I say, remember who you are. Remember who you are. And I got up today and I journaled that. And I remembered who I was. And I had to redirect anything that took me away from where I was not in my power. Because when I'm in my power, I am in my greatest. But it's so easy to get outside of your power. It is so easy to say, I don't think this will work out for me. And I always believe if you can believe that something will not work out, you can definitely believe that something will work out. If you can believe that something is not going in your direction, you can believe that something is going in your direction. And when you get to a space of remembering who you are, it is the space of, wait a minute. No, I get to control this ship. I get to control the direction of my life. I do, not anyone else. Yes, the dog is barking in the back, and I just keep going. I just keep talking because she's there to keep me safe. Here are some ways that I found myself to stay in my power. Because when you are in your power, you're not blaming others for not being the expectation of what you want from them. You are just amazing in everything you do. And I say it that way because you will have to just start thinking of yourself in that way. I got up today and I journaled because life has been lifing. And when life has been lifing, I choose to say, what am I learning from this? How am I growing from this? What will build me in this moment? Because I am hope, and hope is needed, and hope is the light, and hope is bright, and hope is attractive, and hope is magnetic, and we all need hope. And I need me. So I choose to be the best version of myself. I choose not to say, this is taking away from me. This isn't going the way I want. No, I truly believe everything is always working in my favor. And so as I was journaling, I had this feeling of anger, which is powerful. And I journaled, I am using this anger for immense change. I am using this anger to increase me. I am using this anger to be the best me I can be. Why not? Why would I allow a setback, which isn't a setback? Les Brown says setback is a setup for a comeback. There's never a setback. It's only me allowing myself to grow through what I'm learning and say, I got this. This is nothing. And I chose to do that. And how do you choose to do that? Number one, acknowledge what you feel. Often we will not even acknowledge what we are feeling. And I feel that that is powerful to say, this is what I'm feeling. I may be feeling sad. I may be feeling angry. I may be feeling insecure. Okay, great. Now I know. Now I'm acknowledging that. And maybe you can backtrack and say, why am I feeling this? Well, I'm feeling this because I thought someone was going to choose me for a friendship or a relationship, or I thought I was going to be selected for this job and I didn't get it. So now I feel less than, because if I'm not chosen, I'm not worthy and I'm not great. When you just allow yourself to be chosen, when you allow yourself to be great, when you allow yourself to be loved, when you allow yourself to be seen, when you allow yourself to be valued, when you allow yourself to show up fully, you are not waiting for anything outside of you to do that for you. And that's powerful, because if you feel it, you're not seeking it. And if you're not seeking it, you're not looking for it in other people, because you already have it within you. And if you have it within you, it's already done. It's already done. I had an experience where I did that, and I just said, I am loved now. I am chosen now. I'm in the best relationship with myself now. I am prosperous now. I am full of opportunities now. I'm not waiting or hoping or saying, when I get this, I will be. No, it's already me. It's already me now. Why would it be outside of me? Why would it be detached from me? Why would it be something that is not inherently a part of me? It is me now. It is me always. And that is powerful in the sense that when I just accept it, I am everything. I am everything right now. I don't need that partner to feel complete or whole, because I am complete or whole. I don't need that dollar amount to feel wealthy or prosperous. I am wealthy and prosperous. I don't need those compliments to feel healthy or beautiful or seen, because I feel that now. It takes the weight away. It takes the weight away of waiting for it to come, but also the weight on your shoulders for it to show up. And that creates a lightness, but that's when you realize who you are. And when I got back into who I am, I had made a post on TikTok about not being humble. Even the definition of humble is something that I do not sign up for. I do not care about. It is not me at all. And let me read to you the definition of humble. The adjective of the definition of humble is having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever underestimate myself? Because if I believe I am just great, I believe everyone is great in their own way. I don't need to lessen how I see myself for anyone else. And that's a part of remembering who you are. I also, when I remember who I am, I show up as that. I show up. I take a nice soak in the tub. Anytime you give yourself something like self-care, it feels great. I purposely chose to, well, I was watching Beyonce's Homecoming, and I was inspired by the makeup look that she had while performing. And I was listening to the music and I was I was feeling it. I feel powerful. Like, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. I was dancing. I was even dancing in the bathtub. I'm adding to me. This is how I'm starting my day. I'm adding to me because today is great. I don't care what someone told me. I don't care if I had received bad news. I get to choose, and I know who I am. So I get to choose the greatness in this day. And I will do what it takes to maintain that. I will do what it takes to bring that into my day. And I saw this whole look, and I saw this dress that I'm wearing now, and I saw it all together and said, yeah, that's it for the day, because I know who I am. Why wouldn't I be chosen? Why wouldn't I be the favorite? Why wouldn't I be the one? And more so, why wouldn't I think of myself as that? I think of myself as the best version of me every day. Sometimes you will take how others see you or what they say to you and allow it to build what you are in this day. I don't care what people say. People are idiots. I always say people don't know how to dress. They don't know proper wines. And either way, I get to tell myself the beauty that I am, the power that I am, the dynamic person that I am. And as I was going through this, a friend of mine phoned me and I said, yes, when I speak to this person, I remember I'm greatness because we radiate greatness from each other. And that's a way to not feel that someone has more than you. If someone says, hey, I got this promotion, that's actually you too. When someone says, I'm in the best relationship of my life, that means that's you too. When someone says, I feel my best, that is the reflection of you. We got to understand that people are always reflecting us. And I don't care what happens the moment before. I'm always going to say, it's always working out for me. It's always working out for me. It's always working out for me. I was on the phone with a friend crying like, yeah, but it's all working out for me. I've just trained myself to snap into it. Thank you, Naz, for the compliment of you like my hair. I love my hair. My hair is amazing. My hair is amazing. That's how I speak to myself. Even when I'm in the shower and deep conditioning my hair, I say, My hair is amazing. My hair is thick and healthy. My scalp is healthy. My curls are healthy. My hair is the best in the world. Speak life into yourself to remember who you are. Remember who you are in this day, in this moment. I don't care what happened the second before. Remember who you are. Remember why you are here. Remember the greatness that you are. Remember, everything is always going your way. I don't care if someone says, I don't like you or you're ridiculous. I don't care about that. I'm great. Look at me, baby. I am great. Konate, you got to remember who you are. And I'm so proud of you putting on another TED event. Oh, Konate Official. Go and follow Konate. He is another, what's up, Robbie G? Another powerful speaker. He actually organized the TEDx event that I spoke at. And I'm also streaming on the other app, which starts with a Y and ends with the E. Hope is speaking, so you can watch me here or on that app. However, that's it. Remembering who you are. Remember whose you are. And I had to remember that today. I had to speak that life into myself. I had to say, wait a minute, Hope, you are bad. What are you talking about? Why would you ever doubt yourself? Why would you ever think that everything in life is not getting you to where you want to be? Ever. I don't care if someone doesn't choose me. I choose me. I don't care if someone doesn't say, I love you, Hope. I've already told myself that, and I feel the love. I don't care if someone doesn't hand me that dollar amount. I already feel wealthy and prosperous and full of opportunity. I already have it. I already have it. I'm not waiting on it. If you're waiting on it, you're detached from it. If you're detached from it, you're just waiting for it to come. You're looking for it. It's already me. It's already me. And to remember who you are is also to remember everything that got you to this moment. Every breakup, every heartbreak, every passing away, every rebirth. Remember that because it got you to this moment. We are strong people. Human beings are incredible creatures. Remember who you are. Remember your incredibleness. Remember that amazing meal you made. Remember when someone called you and you were there for them or you offered them words of encouragement. Remember that. Remember all the days that you went to that job and you just felt like, I don't want to be here, but you kept it. And maybe you didn't know, but someone needed you there. Sometimes you really have to remember who you are. You got to remember who you are. And I was remembering that because life can get difficult. As I've shared with everyone on my communities, I am growing through the passing away of my father, and it has been incredibly difficult. And through it, what I found is I have an incredible support system around me. What I have found is I am incredibly supportive of myself. And I always say I like to be the face. Thank you for the rose. I love to be the face of someone in mourning because often the thought is, I don't want to lose my parent. I don't want to lose the person close to me. And what I can share with you is what you will learn, how you grow. And to mourn is the biggest sign of love. You don't mourn anything that you don't like. You never say, oh, I couldn't stand that person. I'm mourning. No, you mourn when you love someone, when they poured into you, where they taught you something, where they protected you. That's where you mourn. And it is the sign of love. And as I'm speaking, the link in the bio, you can click it and you can see me speak next month. Thank you, Melissa. And it wasn't a loss, it was a gain. My father had 76 full years on this earth, poured into me, poured into the community, poured into his family, poured into the universe. So there is no loss. And I remember saying this, let me speak about this. I remember going through this and going to the hospital every day with my mother and my sisters because I'm one of 5 girls, and actually having that thought in my mind and saying, Dad, you've done it. You've checked off everything on the list. I release you. I am okay. I release you. I'm not going to grapple and keep you here. And if you are not in your fullest self, and let me tell you something, that is a beautiful space of strength. That is a space of strength where I don't know. I am selfish. However, with that was strength. I I am selfish. I do things for myself. And for me to say, Dad, you've done it. I release you. I love you. I release you. You set me here and set me up for the best life ever. I release you. And I'm just getting up to a year of the loss of my father. And it is a growing experience. And I've shared this on my other lives, how it's like I'm a part of a new club, because that club of a loss of a parent is something different. It's something new. However, what I've learned, how I've grown, with transitioning, listen, that's a sacred thing. There's so many cultures where the children are there to help the parents or the ancestors or anyone who is older than you transition. I saw that as a beautiful space, especially as a speaker, as a human, as a woman, as the person I'm growing into, to see that, to be there. And it wasn't a hard thing. It was done in the most respectful way. It was done in the most respectful way. Thank you for liking the live. And it taught me what I am here to leave. And I've shared about this on different lives, that what changed me are some things that may break others. Having people transition. I had passengers transition in my arms while working as a flight attendant. I had my emergency landing that I said, hey, I can travel the world. I can continue to travel the world and learn languages and gallivant around the world, or I can challenge myself to say I can be greater, or I can challenge myself to say there's more in me, or I can challenge myself to say there's something in me that I can share with the universe, with the planet, with people that may inspire them. So when I leave, someone will say, whoa, look what she did with her life. Look what she did. And when I decided to speak, that was it. To inspire others just to be the best of themselves. It may not be the biggest goal of speaking around the world. It may not be the biggest goal of acquiring a certain amount of money or things. It could just be to be the best mother. It could just be to graduate school. It could just be to buy the house. It could just be to help out my parents. Whatever it is, do it. So many people, listen, and I've said this many times before. Most people don't like themselves. Let's start there. Most people, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. Most people don't even expect much out of themselves. They don't expect much. They're not guiding their life. They're just going. They don't even know where they're going. They're just going. No, I get to steer this. I believe in myself. I like myself. I love myself. I respect myself. I get to create. I'm not blaming it. What's up, Carrie? I'm not blaming it on the system or people or no, I'm out here to get it and I will get it. Thank you, Rosa Makes Rainbows. I love your name. With pleasure, Carrie. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it looking beautiful. I'm going to get it with this beautiful hair. And matter of fact, as I was out every day, I love the outdoors. I love to be outside. And a lot of that comes from I've lived in the world's best cities for 15 years. So when I say, oh, I'm creating the best life, I've lived in London, I've lived in Paris, I've lived in New York, I've lived in DC, I moved to Hawaii. That wasn't because, oh, it's cheap. Oh, my cousin lives there. No, I will only do what I want to do in my life. I'll do what it takes. Ask my parents. I didn't really listen to them, but it served me well in life because I was committed to create my life. Thank you, Rosa. I appreciate that. Yeah. But how often do you hear someone say that? I didn't care. I'm going to make it work. I never said, do I have the money? How am I going to make the money? No, I decided and I went. And here's the other thing. The less money you have, the more creative you are. The more creative you are. I knew I was going to travel the world. I knew I was going to learn different energies. Well, that too. Languages. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. Me too. I love my energy. I knew that. I didn't say how. I would always say, and I started going to school for psychology, but I was like, I'm going to travel the world and help people. I would always say that. When people say, what do you want to do? Well, I want to live a great life. Thank you for the ice cream. But it was always, I'm going to travel the world and help people. I didn't know it would come in the package of being a flight attendant for 15 years. I just knew when it came, I'm going, I'm out. That's me. I don't care about the pay. You're going to pay me to travel the world with my fine self, with this beautiful voice, with these beautiful red nails. I'm showing up, baby. There was nothing that was going to keep me in the way. So when I heard other people say, I'm going to quit because I ain't making enough. Listen, you have to know what you're in it for. I knew that would grow me into who I am now. I knew that would grow me into the passionate Renaissance woman that I am now. I knew that would give me easy access to expand my mind. I knew that would give me the path to learn languages. I knew all of that. I didn't care about that. And plus, I'm a hustler. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. You mean to tell me I can go anywhere in the world at any time and someone's talking about they don't pay me enough? You don't have the end goal. And let me share this about flying. Certain occupations, yes, you do get paid for it, but you're doing it for the lifestyle. You're doing it for the experience. You're doing it for something else. I knew I didn't want to be in the US. I knew I wanted to live outside the country. I knew I wanted to meet different people that could open doors. I'm not worried about what someone's paying me. I pay myself. Do you know how many skills I learned? Skills get you to where you need to be. Confidence gets you to where you need to be. I can go in any room and I never feel uncomfortable. I don't care who's there. I'm there. You should be lucky you're in the room with me. Because if I'm there, something great is happening. That's how I feel. And I put that in my stories about being humble. I don't buy into that. I am not going to lessen the greatness that I am for anyone's comfort. I am not. I am not. And the definition of humble is having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Why? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I love that. Is it Dewan Sugar Hill's Best Travel? With pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And go to my link in the bio. I will be speaking I'm the closing speaker at a 3-day event actually in Mississippi next month, and it is incredible. Confirm true reality. Listen, create it. Create it. Your reality is what you create. If you don't like it, don't acknowledge it. If you don't want it, change it. Change it. Yeah, I have been speaking. I just spoke. I was in Charlotte and I spoke at another women's event. However, that's because when I was put on this path, and I've been learning through just my time of speaking and my time of growing through grief, that it is continuous, but sometimes you may slow down. Sometimes I just had to cry and say, I miss my dad. I miss that. And that is okay. I can sit back and say, that's okay for me to feel that. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I'll pick it up next week. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep believing. I believe. And I was sharing about how I love the outdoors. My dad loved the outdoors. And I was out in this nature reserve this morning, walking with the trees and by the water. And I had said, I love my hair. I love myself. And I'm always complimented. I say that in the morning, in the mirror. I journal that. And as I was outside, someone said, I love your look. I love your hair. That was like that confirmation of my reality. That was that confirmation of, did I make that happen? Did I will that into place? Because as I said, most people don't like themselves and they don't expect much out of themselves. So if you do, and you prime your day and you get up expecting a great day, I don't care what's happening. Today's a great day. I don't care what someone has said to me. Today's a great day. I'm positive. I'm happy. I'm healthy now. I am whole now. I am chosen now. I am respected and loved now. I'm not looking outside of me for someone to confirm that, because I already possess it. I already have it. I already believe it. I've already received it. You know how that feels? That feels incredible. That feels incredible. Thank you, Blossom Girl 1, for the follow. Because you are not seeking it. You're not looking for it in someone else, whether that is validation. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn Sugar Hill's Best Travel. Yeah, and I don't know why that is. Now, I don't believe that's everywhere. Out of everywhere that I've been in the world, I do not believe that that's a constant in every place. Come close this door, please. But you get to choose. So when I choose that reality, yeah, thank you, Jules. My name really is Hope. It is. It is. Close the door, please. When you choose, that means it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. And it may take daily work to say, I like myself. I love myself. It may take daily work to show up for your walks or your workouts. It may take daily work of mirror work, because every day I say, I'm the luckiest person in the world. I feel excellent. I am flexible. My skin is glowing. My hair is glowing. What's not to love? Yeah, that's it. Because as soon as you walk out that door, what do you think is being told to you? I am not allowing anything that does not align with my reality to be a part of my reality. And that's when you remember who you are. the greatness that you are, the amazingness that you are, that you've always been, everything that you've lived through, everything that you've grown through, everything, everything. And you use it to inspire you. You use it to build you. You use it to light that fire. And as I was taking this walk outside today, yeah, I'm fully in control. It doesn't matter what happens to me. Everything is always working in my favor. Everything. I even said that the day that my dad died. Yeah, it's working in my favor because I'm growing. I'm learning. I have become a new person. Everything is always working in my favor. I am a winner. I am the best. I'm not looking at it as someone has it, therefore I can't. No, if someone has it, that shows me that I have it too. That's a loser's mentality of it can't be done. Of course, it can be done by you. When I decided to step into the world of speaking, what's up, Detroit Sean? Detroit chicken, what happened? You're a chicken now, Detroit Sean? When I decided to step into the world of speaking, I didn't see anyone that looked like me, beautiful with this hair and all of this energy. I said, there's an open space for me. There's an open space for me. Here I go. No one had that experience of my time flying or all of these stories because at heart, I love to talk. I am a storyteller. I don't go by that rule book of this is how the speech is supposed to go. Put me on the stage and I'll talk. Yes, thank you, Detroit. Exactly. He had a great life. He had a great life. And the storytellers are needed. The speakers are needed to share, to uplift, to help. So people can say, hey, I've gone through that too. But you wouldn't have known if the person didn't share it. And it may take courage. That's all right. I got that. That may take your truth. That's all right. I got that. Well, I've always loved to talk, Dewan. I've always loved to talk. And then I have shared, you can see, especially on my YouTube, Hope is Speaking YouTube, where I'm streaming currently. However, I post all of my lives like from TikTok. I started speaking, as I shared, when I had an emergency landing on my 14th year of flying. And it shifted me and I questioned life. And I said, yeah, this is great, but I've reached mastery. And often people don't reach mastery or they don't believe in themselves enough to create. And I know greatness lies in every human being. So I said, yeah, I will leave. I will leave flying to be the best speaker in the world. I will leave flying to create my voice, to create what I want to say, to share with others. It's done. I believe in myself. All it will take is time. And I have that. You will be successful if you do not give up. And all that takes is time. And so within a year of that, I did, yes, of course. So your favorite person in the whole wide world. I love that. I say I am my favorite. So thank you. I had, within a year, retired from flying. This was right as COVID started. I had moved to Hawaii and I gave myself a year off just to live because, again, most people won't even say that. How often do people grant themselves a sabbatical? Thank you, Ryder4949. Thank you for the rose and the heart, finger heart. I gifted myself that. And I said, I've already done this for 15 years. Let me live life before I start this new endeavor. That's beautiful, Rosa. That's exceptional. Look at you. What's up, Kevin? And then I started speaking. I I asked myself, how do I want to go about this? Am I going to go back to school? What am I going to do? And you a new favorite? I'm always a favorite, baby. Yeah, and I don't care about a comfort zone because a comfort zone, once it gets too comfortable, it is. I love comfort to a certain extent, but once it gets too comfortable, it's time to shake it up. Um, I had done Toastmasters. I had known about Toastmasters for years. I think from like 2010 or 2011 was the first Toastmasters group I visited. And I knew about Toastmasters through other speakers and Les Brown. And I said, hey, my father would always see, no, 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 I don't take anything as bad. I'm exceptional, baby. Nothing bad comes to me. Um, my father said, if you want to do anything, do it every day. So if you want to paint, do it every day. If you want to sing, do it every day. If you do that for 2 hours every day in a month, you'll be good. In 3 months, you'll be better. In 6 months, you will be at your best. In a year, you will be advanced. And so I chose, again, this was during the pandemic, and Toastmasters, all of the groups were meeting online. So I planned it out like a college schedule. And I said, okay, I've had my year off. Now I will choose a group in Germany because I used to fly Germany a lot. I will choose a group in Switzerland because I love Switzerland. I would fly Zurich and Geneva and Lucerne and these cities often. I chose a group in London because I lived in London. I chose a group in Hawaii where I live and became the president. I also like accents. I love words. I'm a wordsmith, and Americans butcher the English language. I chose to join a group in India because the way they arrange words and their grammar usage is perfect. It's perfect. And I did that. I would go to a group every day, 4 days a week for 5 hours. So it was really a college schedule. So each meeting was anywhere from 60 minutes to 90 minutes. Monday through Thursday, I would go to at least 5 groups for 1 year. And because Hawaii is such a random time zone, it's behind California. I was able, when I got up at 5 or 6 in the morning, I was able to catch my London club. I was able to catch all my clubs in Europe. Then I was able to catch my other groups, whether they were in the US or in India. That's how bad I wanted it because I knew I would be around other speakers. I knew I would be speaking every day. I knew that I would grow and I would be uncomfortable because I'm giving speeches and I'm with speakers or people from other professions that need speakers or may be interested in what I had to say. And I'm sharing this because also often people just become encapsulated into how it will work. I knew if I'm speaking every day, 5 hours a day, 4 days a week, that is a full 4 days on, 3 days off. That's a job. That is a college schedule. Not only am I increasing, I'm hearing myself, I'm acquiring the skill. Other people are hearing me. Other people are getting to know me. Other people are saying, wow, have you heard this Hope girl? All of these things. I started to form my voice as a speaker. I started to form, Peso, hush. I started to form my confidence because who else is going to do that? Who else is going to do that? Most people would say, I'm not getting paid for it, so I don't care. I love this. This is not only a passion, it's my gift and it's a goal. And I said, whatever I'm doing next, I will do it so much. Thank you, Kevin. I do it great without even being compensated. How do you think I will show up when I'm compensated? That is the difference. Most people aren't going to show up unless they're compensated financially immediately. What's up, theater girl? No, I'm great. I'll do what it takes. I will do what it takes because that's how you become great. That's how you become a legend. That's how you become something more of yourself. And yeah, there was, hi, Suzette. There were times with self sabotage. I saw that come up in me. Well, no, listen, DeJuan, I love money. Let's not get it. I'm a daughter of a capitalist. I do. I do. However, money comes to me with ease. I don't have to think about it. It comes to me with ease. It flows to me in ever expanding amounts consistently. It's not something that I force. It comes to me. It loves me. Money loves me. It just does. People love me. I am love. I'm loved. This is why I say I don't care where I go. I'm loved everywhere I go. I step into every spot with love and respect everywhere. What's not to love? And that comes from living and seeing the world and understanding even privileges, understanding how we can change, how we can expand, how we can grow. And that comes from me truly believing in the power that I possess. Well, DeJuan, let me say it because I do, yes, money is a tool. Money is a tool. Money allows choices. There is a whole different conversation if your tires blow out and you have the money compared to if your tires blow out and you don't have the money. It is a tool. When you have it, you can say it's not a big deal. I'll call someone to tow the car and change the tires. But if you don't have it, that tool, that resource is not there. That creates discomfort. So I am honest about that. You will never hear me say, oh, money. Listen, I even challenge that. Anyone who says money isn't everything, well, get to a point where you make so much where you can say that. Because often most people haven't touched those amounts. It's also that. That's also a goal. Have so much where you can say it doesn't mean anything. If you can't do that, you may not understand that. And you may just get to a point where you see, oh, it doesn't actually mean what I thought it meant. Thank you, Angel Reese. Thank you. Thank you. Or you may get to a point like me where I said, oh, it is the pursuit. It's not the actual habit. It is how I change. It's how I grow. It's how I've shifted. It's what I've learned. It's that. That's the same thing, and Konate is in the chat, in the live. The same thing. What's up, the God Particle, with doing the TED Talk? It was more of what I had to become to be on stage. Hello, 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 rather than doing it because those self-defeating thoughts may come. That am I ready? Am I prepared? Whatever that is, that comes up. That's your former version of yourself, just fighting to stay alive. That's it. And that comes up. And I share that because that has happened. I have felt that. Let me plug in my phone because I'm going to keep speaking. I just want to be able to talk. Hold on, people. Thank you for the follow, Adrian. Okay. I know, I think I'm at an angle. I'm at like a gangsta lane. Okay, just a moment. Bear with me. Because I'm going to keep talking. I just had to plug my phone in. And hold on. Okay, you may have to be a lane like that. Hey. I'm talking. Shh. It's a dog. That's what dogs do. So, the ability to okay, is everyone with me? Okay, so the ability to shift and grow shows you who you are, who you can be. Just a minute. I don't have a content disclosure. I don't know. Thank you. Let me just some of the because it said some disclosure came up and I want to be able to respond. Yeah. Also, I've done a lot. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, it should be. I see that it's lagging because it is. Thank you, Kevin. I take great pride in that. Let me see if I can change my. I want to make sure that it's coming through as clear as possible. All right, let's see. Thank you for liking the live. Still, shh. You're gonna get out of here. Yeah. All right. Is it better now? Thank you. That is the purpose. Now, here's the thing. And as I said, I'm also, okay, great. Peso, hush. Hey, be quiet. I'm also streaming on my YouTube. I've done a lot, but I've also had a lot of lessons. Some people call those failures. I call them lessons. And because I've had a lot of lessons, and I also had great parents. I had parents that talked to me. I had parents that explained things to me. I had parents that supported me and never said, don't do that. No, if you want to be a speaker, be a speaker. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, look at that. Thank you. That's great. I'm going to just continue to speak. I said I was going to come on for like 3 hours today, so this may be a longer live. Another friend of mine is having an inspirational Zoom, and that is great. And I will get off for that to go support that person. I loved it that you shared it on your Facebook. Look at that. Now, the reason why a lot of this is because of my parents, and I give all of this gratitude and thankfulness because I had amazing caregivers that cared. and were invested and intentional. And my father was a speaker. He was a great orator. He would lecture me. He would explain things to me. He loved to travel and go to museums and fish. And he just was a worldwide man. And he was also a war veteran. And he also had these experiences in life that he would share. So a lot of what you're seeing is the outpouring of love and the product of that, the product of a veteran. The product of my mother is Choctaw Native American, and the stories about being on the Native American, what are they called? Whoa, I just, like, my ears started ringing. Reservations. My dad being born in 47 in LA, all of these things. And then the reserves. Thank you, the reservations. Then I'm me. I've always talked. I've always been, okay, what's up? I've always been outgoing. I've always wanted to enjoy the world. It's new for me not to be all over the place. I like to be tactile and feel things and make things and find things for myself. And I talked a lot. And in school, I remember they would say, Hope is a great student, but she's always talking. And I thought, well, so what? And I talk so much. I didn't even walk with my high school class. And I was always in the AP courses. I actually was in an event. I was in all of those GATE courses since I was in school. But that might have been one of the first setbacks that happened so early that I just grew from it. Because I was in all these smart classes. I'm not even walking with my class because we would ditch and go swimming with our clothes on and just like have fun and go eat Doritos. I don't know what we were doing, but there was a moment where I thought, I'm so embarrassed. My parents don't even get to come to the graduation. What about, is life worth living? Like, and I've shared this story only a handful of times. The day of the graduation, where I had a bunch of extra credit and things that teachers were giving me to see if I had enough credits to walk the stage. And they called my parents and said, she doesn't have enough. And now all the family members who were coming in were then called. And I just felt defeated. I felt dumb. I felt stupid. I felt like I had let everyone down. I felt that I wasn't worthy of just living life. And I felt so embarrassed because I did not know I could have it like this way and you could still see me. So I'm just going to keep it like this. And I remember being in my room and taking some pain relievers and putting them in my hand. And I was I 18? Yeah, I graduated. I started school in Missouri, so I actually am older. I graduated at 18. So I had the holistic healing. I love that. I had all of these pills in my palm, and I thought, I am so embarrassed. I could just end it now. I wouldn't have to explain to anyone. I wouldn't have to continue this experience. I could just end it. I could end it. I could just be done with life, because the fact that I wasn't walking across the stage was so embarrassing for me that I said, This is what I should do. I should just end it now. And as I stood there, I thought, no. Like, I'm gonna rock this life out. You think this I'm smart, I'm willing to learn, like I have big dreams, I'm aspirational, I'm beautiful. What do you mean? This doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna have the best life. I'm gonna travel the world. I'm gonna become great, and I'm gonna do it now. And I remember just putting the pills down, and I have lived a great life. But I share that because also often the thought is, if I don't do something well, especially with school, I'm a loser. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. And that is a lie. I believe education is great, knowledge is great, skills are great, the ability to learn is great. Ooh, yeah, 18-year-olds hope, believe it or not. And to not believe, listen, life is incredible when you detach from these thoughts of like, if it's not this, then it's not going to be great. You can be great in your own way. Thank you for continuing to like the live. Yeah, school goddess. Well, I was great at school until it was just like, I'm going to be great in life. And I share that because so often, if people didn't complete university or college or what have you, they believe that they're less than. You're not less than. Remember who you are. You're great. You're great just in this moment, just the spirit that you are, just the human you are without anything. You don't need that accolade. You don't need those things to prove your worthiness or greatness. You are just inherently great from that moment you were born. That's it. Understand that. Because, especially in North America, the US, if you may not show these signs of affluence, you're thrown to the side. No, you are a human being. You are worthy. You are amazing. You deserve. There's all of these things. And that's important for me to share with you in the simple fact of, it's there for you. Life has always been there for you. Life has always been there for you. Wonderfully made. I love that. And it is up to you how you want to shape it and mold it and how you grow yourself into your greatness. And it's not even about being easy or hard. I don't care about that. When people say, well, I want to do that, that's hard. I know. Anyone that says that, I know you wouldn't, because I can tell by the results that you've produced. I do hard things great. I like putting effort and time. I like revisiting things and saying, okay, thank you, cool Aaron, for liking the live. What's up? What's up? Thank you, Suzette, for liking the live. How can I do this differently? Actually assessing things. I like your new picture, cool Aaron. It will take a new version of you. And sometimes that is the scariest part. That the old you will have to go. I'm fantastic. I am glowing. I am hydrated, and I'm feeling great. And that old version may be everything you know, everyone you know. Just a minute. This TikTok. And you're worthy of something new. When I spoke about that area of comfort, comfort is great. Everyone enjoys the certain levels of comfort. However, comfort can at times stifle us in the sense that when we are too comfortable, "Ugh, why do I want to leave my comfort for something else?" But allow me to shift that thought from comfort to just being able to shift. I am a beast at shifting. I am a beast at shifting. Thank you. I will always shine, Aaron. I am a beast at adjusting. A lot of this comes from my carefree nature. A lot of it comes from being a flight attendant. Nothing bugs me. I've seen it all. Plus, I have control. Yes, growth. I have control. If I allow one small thing, someone hit my shopping cart in the grocery store to offset my entire life, that doesn't mean anything. The person didn't see me. And let me take it a step further. Maybe they did see me and they still did it. So what? You allow that to take you out of your beauty of life? So what? Start learning that you have so much control over your responses. Notice I didn't say reactions, your responses. My power comes in the fact that I know me. I don't care what anyone says about me because I know myself. So if someone says, "Hey, I don't like your dress," great. I don't like you. Okay, that's great that you know that. It doesn't mean anything about me. It doesn't affect me. And being able to regulate yourself and not jump and attack and just have a visceral response. Take a minute. Why does that bring that out of you? Do you believe that? Do you believe that if someone says this about you, it's true? Do you believe that if someone doesn't like you, you're unworthy or not loved or it triggered you from your past? Start understanding where that comes from because once you understand you, you can actually control you. Until you do that, everyone else has complete control over your reaction. They know they can say, "Oh, I think she's ugly." I think, cool. What does that have to do with me? Nothing. I know me. I love me. I like me. There's nothing that anyone can do to take that away from me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the gift, Eric Banks. What's up? And you just, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, the queen. Start being able to dictate your responses. Nothing is that serious. And that even became more pronounced with the passing of my father. Nothing is that serious. Life is beautiful. I can process things pretty quickly. I hope we're in a relationship. I don't want to be with you. Okay. That's it. I can process that. All right. Okay. And go on with my day. It's not why and let me, no, process it, let it go. My life is great. Everything in my life is always working in my favor. I can process it. I can journal it. I can go outside and talk out loud. I process things. I let them go so I can grow. I don't carry it with me and say, well, they should have chose me and they should have done this and that. I don't know what other people's decisions are made of. That's not my business. My business is me. Why didn't anyone tell me? I thought it was upright this whole time. This whole time, I thought it was upright. I just need to, let's see. Okay. See, I have it plugged in. I'm just going to hold it. So I didn't know, cool Aaron. I thought it was showing how it was showing for me. So, okay, now that I know, I'm back upright. So, getting back to knowing who you are means number one, you're great. Like, you're great. Let's just start there. There's nothing that you need to do. And I have a phone stand. Let me get my stand. Hold on, everyone. You're going to be sideways for a moment. All right. We're going to work this out. Okay. Like so. I may still have to hold it. That's okay. Okay. So, number one, you are great. You're just great. There's nothing that you need to do to be great. You were born great. You were. What is this today's deal? Just a minute. I don't know why this is here. Okay. So, you are great. What does that mean? That means you were born great. There's nothing you need to do. Nothing. Like, and that seems like such a hard concept because the belief is once I graduate, once I have the job, then I'm great. No, the human you are, there's something in your spirit, your soul, where you deserve to be here. That's how I start with everything. You're deserving. And so many of us do not believe we're deserving unless we're serving others or unless we have the accolades, whatever it is. No, you are just great right now. You are great. The next thing, thank you, Lee, for the rose. To understand who the F you are is to look back at everything you've grown through. Everything. You've grown through so many things. You've survived your worst days. Thank you for the roses, Lee. You've survived hardships. Some of us have survived like changing cities, countries, languages, families. You've survived all of that. To this moment today, remember that. That's huge. You also have great skills. Every single one of us has something unique to add to this world. Maybe it's your kindness. Maybe it's the way you speak. Maybe it's the way that you put together outfits. Maybe it's your technical expertise. And it's needed. And to know that, yes, cool Aaron, we are magnificent creative beings. But also often we only acknowledge that when we're at work or we are doing something in an academic sector or doing something for others. Recognize you today. With pleasure, Micah. That is the point. Yeah. And here, being able to show up in this way allowed me to show up in this way when I needed to, which means we create these methods. I journal every morning. I meditate. I do mirror work where I say, I love myself and you're powerful and you're the luckiest person in the world every day. That is great on the days where it's uneventful. Thank you. Yes, recognize you today. I think that's cool. Cool, Aaron. That really came in handy when, like, my father passed away, or things, or I was having a character building day. I don't say a bad day, I say a character building day. That's when the work that you've been doing shows up. When someone says, this ain't gonna work out, my response would be, I love that. Yes. And I always have a notepad by me and I write down things. So I'm going to write that down. Recognize you today. I'm actually just going to take a picture. There we go. Because then my response is, oh, okay. Not why not? And let me cry and throw things. No. Okay, I can process that. Everything's always working in my favor. So I just know whatever redirection is happening is for the highest version of me, period. Period. Anything outside of that isn't for me. And although it may sound like just always be positive, for me, that works. For you, it will work how it works for you. I also am in the belief of have life work for you in your own way. In your own way. Make sure that your life is the fullest extent of your authenticity and love for yourself. And what does that mean? That means try things. That means aspire for things. That means give up on things. That means fail at things. It just means to have a full life. I'll refer this to my dad. There were so many things that we could put in his obituary. And then I thought of, like, most people don't have too much to put in their obituary or their final review of life. Yeah. Thank you, Kanate. Love that. And we don't have to be in big places to be prepared for big things. That's right. Everything is big. To me, whether I found $1 on the ground or $1 million, it means the same. I don't attach, oh, this is bigger than the net. No, great things are always happening. It's happening. And I'm sharing this with you because I had to talk to myself today. This is why this message is inspired. I had to say, do you remember who you are? Do you remember? Hello? Do you remember what you've encountered, what you've grown through, how you've traveled, how you've accomplished? Do you remember? Or do you just want to pick yourself apart and say you're not worthy, you're not chosen, you're not good enough, people are better than you? Which one do you choose? Because you get to choose. Which one do you choose? Hope, I'm talking to you. Which one do you choose? I'm great. I'm Hope. Okay. Act like it. Act like it. And I mean that. What I mean is, you got to tell yourself about yourself. You got to be able, in the face of adversity or whatever happens, to say, yeah, this is all happening for me, not to me. People show up how they show up, and that's great. And I'm great, and everything always works out. Yeah, but they Didn't pick you up on time. Everything works out. I learned patience in that moment. Oh, well, then they broke up with you. Okay, everything works out. I learned how to love myself and detach and let someone go. Oh, well, you never got the job. Okay, well, I learned that that was actually too small because there was something bigger for me. Okay, well, you didn't have the money. And that taught me to be more creative. And it wasn't that I didn't have it, I was in a transition. It's never that I don't have it. I never say I don't have anything. I would never say I'm broke. I would never say, no, I'm just in a transition. Or I would just say, no, I have it. Even if I didn't, my words, listen, train yourself to understand your words are building your world. Everything is working out in your favor. I don't have to see how it works out. I just know that it works. I know that it's working. I know that. I believe that. Why not? So you mean to tell me my life is not working? All the work that I've put in, everything, just me being born, which is a miracle in itself, nothing is working? No, maybe it's that I need to be open and change my perspective. Maybe it's for me to be open and learn the lesson of growth. Maybe it's for me to be open and learn the lesson of letting go. And that's a lesson. Thank you, Cool Aaron. It feels good being back. I had to step back because life is lifing. But I love this. And I said, you got to go out there and speak. And I also shared, go to my link in my bio where, Konate, you can see my TED Talk, which is embedded. You don't even have to leave the app, and you can also buy tickets to see me speak. I'm the closing speaker at a 3-day event next month from the 18th to the 20th, and I'm really excited about it. And this is, I'm working through my message, and it's always about power and your confidence. And yeah, my peace is my power. Yeah, the podcast is also there. Thank you, Cool Aaron, as you helped me along with that. And you've been in my lives for well over a year. And you connected me with a person who asked me to be on her podcast, which is also in my link in bio. And I share all of this because as this human experience, my truth is my power. Our truth is our power. This thing called life is a constant, beautiful journey. That's how I say it. And for me to learn to adjust and adapt means to observe and allow, not restrict, not hold on, not everything is always working to my favor. Everything. Oh yeah, I'll talk to you about that. That's great. I've been seeing the artwork you put up. You've always been consistent. That's that balance of life. Yeah, and I said that today. Thank you, Cool Aaron. You are reflecting my reality. I had said that today. I am Faith. Now, my name is Hope. I do have a sister named Faith, but I'm standing in faith. I'm standing in my power. I am my power. I know who I am. I know I'm powerful. I know I'm great. I am Faith. I believe. That's it. I'm not second guessing. Why wouldn't everything work out? Everything in your life is perfectly placed. The moment that you realize that is the moment that it becomes easy. Often we're saying it should have been done this way, or I should have done this, or I should. You don't know. That is your minuscule view. You have no idea that everything is leading you exactly to where you need to be at all times, not sometimes, not when you think, not when only in school, not only when you drink water, not only in every moment. There is nothing out of place. It is your own distinct journey. For you to compare it to someone else loses the shine of what you are. And everything is a lesson. I'm learning this. I told you I had to speak faith into me. I had to speak into me, pour life into you every moment. Because every moment is a challenging victory. I love that. Every moment is a challenging victory. Some moments seem lighter than others. Some moments seem heavier than others. But every moment is perfectly placed. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? So, as Cool Aaron says, when you decide to choose faith over fear, what does that mean? Faith means I don't care what's happening, everything is working out for me. Yeah, but the person you're in love with just broke up with you. Everything's working out for me. Maybe that had to go for me to truly understand what love is. Sometimes love is letting go. Sometimes love is letting that person to go to let the person come in where you say, oh, it makes sense. That's choosing faith over fear. Choosing faith over fear means truthfully, everything is always working out for me. Everything. Everything. I spilled a glass of water. Everything's working out for me. That taught me to be aware of my surroundings. Okay. I can spin it in every way. And learning that. Because often what I've observed is others feeling that I have to control this thing called life or it's not working. You don't know how everything works out. In fact, the beauty is you're not supposed to. The beauty is the beautiful mystery that is life. What's up, Nick MY? The beauty is, whoa, that led me to this, which led to that, which, oh, it's not, life is lived forward to backwards, but understood backwards to forwards. Okay. Hush, hush. Bringing it all together. Okay, hush. Okay. Yeah, I say that and I journal that. Everything always works out in my highest favor. Everything is always working out for me. Even if I don't see how, it always is. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look at this. So, everything is always working out for me. Everything I don't understand, it's working out for me. I'm delayed on a street, it's all working out for me. Everything. Why? Because I say so. If I can have the thought of nothing works out, I can have the thought of everything works out. It just does. That delay isn't a delay, it's your own timeline. You don't need to compare. Your comparison does nothing for your journey. Everyone's journey, everyone's timing, everyone's placing and placement is exclusive to them. And when we understand and look within, we will never be without. It is always looking outside and comparing. What's for you is always for you. And I truly believe that. You can't miss what's for you. You can't. There's nothing you can mess up. I believe in my life, there's nothing I can mess up. Ever. It's always working out. Every single thing. It's perfectly placed. I am loved. I am respected. I am all of that and more. And because of that, I trust and believe and sink into faith because everything is always working out. I remember who I am, what I am, why I am. Everything. Everything. In closing, choose to be your highest, best self. Choose to assume that everything's working out. Choose that you're not supposed to know how it all works out, but it will. It has. Not even that it will, because that's future tense. I say things present. It has. It's already worked out. Everything works out. Choose you. Or scripture says, choose ye who you should serve. Choose you. I'm chosen because I chose me. As I started this message, I'm not waiting for someone to choose me. I chose me. I'm it already. Be it already. Remember who you are. Speak life into you. Speak life into others. And as Cool Aaron said, choose faith over fear. It's always going to benefit you. How does seeking into fear benefit you? It never will. I am Hope. I am the speaker. As I shared, when you go to my link in bio, you can see numerous things. First thing, when you click on Manifest Destiny Retreat, you can come see me speak. It's a 3-day event where I am the closing speaker. I had traveled to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I gave a message there. I'll be traveling for the rest of the year. And what is also in my link in bio is my link to my YouTube. Thank you, Cool Aaron, which is Hope is Speaking. I am live on YouTube now. Whenever I come live on TikTok, I'm also live on YouTube. You can also watch my TED Talk, which in the chat, Konate, who arranged, who had the vision, who put it all together, and he's putting another uber successful TED Talk event on this year. This man is amazing. He's a world changer. He's a world leader. I see it in you, Kanate. You can view my TED Talk there, buy any of my merch, donate in any way. What other links? If you would like me to speak at an event, those links are there, or content creation is there. And I love this. Can't you tell? I love this. Finally, I close my lives with these 3 things. And I start with this. Be the reflection of love, because we all come from an infinite source of love. And I have that on a shirt and mugs, and you can purchase any of my merchandise in my link in bio at the top of my Hope is Speaking TikTok page. Secondly, show up. And I have to say that to myself, because I've been showing up for me. I was not showing up on the app, and I needed to step back, and I'm showing up. I'm showing up. Show up for you, show up for your workout, show up for love, show up, because it doesn't work if you don't show up. So you got to show up. And finally, as Cool Aaron says, choose faith over fear. Choose that it's working. Choose that everything is perfectly placed. Choose that you're positive and it's perfect over it's not working. It'll never work. This is done. I'm finished out here. No, I'm choosing faith. Everything's working out. I don't even need to know how. It is. It is. And speak hope and life into you. And often it's done through my stories and storytelling. And I love to do this. If you are inspired in any way, spread the message, tell a friend, go and watch my lives or my meditations or any of my content on YouTube, share any of my content on TikTok, and send me a message. Let me know how this has enlightened you in any way. It's helpful. It really is. And I will continue to show up. With that, I will see you. I love you. Enjoy. Be beautiful. And remember who the F you are. Because I remembered who I am. And I won't forget again. Bye. Bye, YouTube.